morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 180 edition of Investdata Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, I will say sorry for the little delay in starting, but I will start that the market is becoming so volatile that when I mean extremely volatile at this point, it does mean that you as a trader or investor need to apply your protective stop loss and also cut out your profit as at when you don't be greedy in this market because what the market will give you such opportunity to make profit, and if you refuse to take it, the market will take it back for you. That's why I said don't fall in love with what with upside market. As to speak, it's a good start for the day. At the midweek, we are seeing that market across the globe and including Nigeria, as we speak, are open in green or are traded in green. Anyone who put it, they are in green as we speak at this hour, which is a good omen for the market. For me, it's a good one. That means as investor or trader in the market, you need to keep your eyes on what on economic data and corporate action. You can see that the way that the market react to this, economic data and also economic data and the corporate action tell you that these are the factors that also drive price in this kind of volatility environment. That means when you see a reaction to any of this economic data or corporate action, you need to look at your chart very well to see the way the market is going. You can see that there are some information that will come to the market. It can take reaction for 2 3 days, or there are some only just a day. That's why you need to always watch your chart so that you will not jump into the market at the wrong time, and also you will not jump out also at the wrong time. Once you have your technical analysis guiding you, that's why you need to also up your game in technical analysis. It's very, very important, especially as we're all looking forward to see the financial market and global economy reset that is underway already. Since you understand that they were expect to see a reset in the economy, which already started, we're seeing some signal in the oil, the crude oil market, also seen also in the financial market. Economic globally also would like to be reset also in 2023. This reset is what we should also take advantage of by combining the fundamental and the behavioral pattern of those that are playing in the market, how they react to issues is very, very important. So that we won't be carried away of buy and hold strategy that yes, I must die here, I must so no. The only buy strategy I always advise that when you have entered a stock on a good on a high price and you see that the fundamental of the stocks are still very, very much intact, and also you see that the price is low, you only buy to avoid that when it go up you are coming out. That is not buy and hold. You always be trying to take advantage of what the momentum in the market. But once you see that the momentum in the market is still very, very strong, and also in that particular stock you are holding, that is where you can also average it down. But if not, I don't preach average down when you see that you are tying down more money in that position. But once you see that the momentum of that stock is still very, very strong, and despite the price is coming down, it tells you that a reversal is underway for that stock. You need to also hold position. But if what attracted into that stock started disintegrating, they are not digging, you also have to leave that stock, cut your loss, and that is the help of your stop loss for traders. But for investors, I'm talking about, you can say average down. But for traders, once you see that they are hit your stop loss, you are off the game, look for another opportunity, because there are always opportunities that will come in one way or the other in the market. No matter your sensitive environment, anywhere in the sector, in the market generally, there is always where to put your money. That's why at times not exhausting your fund in your portfolio is very, very important. So that when a portfolio you can see fund to enter. That's why I tell people we should have money that can don't use to enter your portfolio, or less the stock you are entering, you are sure of that where it's going, and now jump in fully and catch it. But if you see that the market is kind of a place that is going up and down, now we are seeing the market trying to pull back. But today, at market opening, being the last trading of the month of November, trying to come up again. But always worth to see opportunity to buy. And when to buy, you must have cash to do that. That is where you enjoy the market so far. Yes, as we speak now, global market, as I mentioned, are in green as a result of what market reacting to expected declines in CPI, which is the inflation data, the one that emanated from EU zone. I tell you that yes, there's a decline for the month of November. So as I forecasted to have about 10.4 now, results coming that that's only just reading 10%. That means there's a slowdown, and this is expected also to also start changing the rate hike in that domain, that environment, especially the coming Fed meeting that will come in December. Also, if you look at the oil price for the month of November, have kind of on a decline for almost have registered a loss of about 9% to 9.2%. It tells you that yes, this also to reflect on inflation data that's expected, because you know that oil price has been a major drive for this inflation we are seeing. if for the month of November alone we are seeing about a 9% loss or drop in price of crude oil, that's also not. That's why also as the Fed is coming up, we're looking at a November figure also for what also kind of kind of corroborate what people are expecting in that U.S. market economy, that Fed might likely slow down if we are seeing another kind of slowdown in the November inflation data or what we call consumer price index. These are the things also that demand. And also don't forget that end of the year seasonality, today being the end of the year, people are also looking at opportunity that the market holds. These are the things that is driving the market as we speak now globally. But it's a good news that that inflation figure for that domain is also on a slide. And also, despite that uncertainties also as regard what is happening in China regard this COVID-19 issue, but the health workers there or managers that are also giving sign that yes, they are working on it. Right? Also, that also another boost for the market that as the likely opening of that economy because the close down have done damage to a lot of sector in that domain. But any moment that this thing is just reopening, that will be another force. And this is why you see, as we speak now, both in Asia, in Europe and the US, we are seeing the market are in green. But these are not strong green. They are also compared to what we saw at this hour yesterday. These are they are in green, but also not as such. But in Africa, we're also seeing a mixed market, but Nigeria, we're seeing that the market is in green as we speak. Oil price also continue to oscillate. I will tell you, this is also another major factor that also influencing also decision as we speak. Our all eyes also look at where is the oil price going from here. If we were seeing also that the oil price itself for the last 1 month, the month of this November coming down, and activity that is ahead of this the month of December are likely to determine the direction of crude oil as we speak. These events are very critical to oil price. That is why I tell you, even as oil price continue to oscillate, the outcome of this event that's coming next week will tell whether there will be a boost in price that some people have got that oil price will touch as high as 120 again or even $150. If that it will be outcome of this meeting that's coming of OPEC is meeting next week, and also the Eurozone also are planning to implement the gas cap for that zone. These are the things we believe that also China is also trying to boost their oil business with Russia. These are the things that by next week will also shape where oil will be heading to in terms of price. But as we speak now, oil has rebounded again, but also oscillate. To speak now, it has a bit inch up a little again to do a trade around the 83.97 as we speak. You can see that the oil price has continued its oscillation all this while, but in the month of November, as I said earlier, it has lost about 9% in price, but still oscillating within this 81 to 90, 92. This has been the recent range we have seen. But as we speak now, at this hour, we're seeing it around the 83.97 as I've said earlier. This is the state of that market, and this market has also way of influencing activities in other assets. And that is why investors should also look at the increasing volatility in the market and be guided looking at their chart. That means you should not just use what you are seeing or what you are hearing, not to look at what is the reaction pattern, what is the psychology, what is the sentiment of people in the market. That will go a long way to work to guide you when you are taking your investment decision. Yes, on this note, we want to look at some result that were due to the market yesterday, and this result that came, one came from financial sector, whether the banking sector exactly. We saw the result from FCMB. Another one was for Nigeria NMRV PSC. I'll tell you these are the two figures. They are Q2 for Nigeria NMRV, Y for FCMB is Q3, and I'll tell you these numbers I mean for Nigeria from FCMB was impressive numbers. I'll tell you it's a reflection of what we have seen from other banking results now. All eyes now is on the ETI that here to release the result. But from what we have seen from FCMB, I'll tell you this is a good result. We want to look at this number now. If you look at the top line, which is the gross earnings for FCMB, this is about 34% up, moving from 149.5 billion to 201 billion. I remember about 34% up. Good one. Look at the PHE, and in this period, this bank was able to grow their net income, their net interest income, from 85.4 billion to 93.1 billion. You can see how the rate hike or adjustment in NPR by CBN has also impacted back performance. Can see despite also all this happened, this same bank, I'll tell you that their bad loan has also dropped from almost like something 1.20 billion to 900 million for this same period again. It's a good one. But if you look at other income again for the bank, it also moved from 6.6 billion to 10.5 billion. You can see the factors that also supported the bottom line of this company. If you look at the PAT for FNB for the last 9 months, you can see that they moved from 13.8 billion to 22.9 billion, represent about 66% of good one for the bank. And in that direction, this translated to EPS of 1 naira 16 kobo from 70 kobo posted in 2021. You can see that this number is giving us direction where we are going, and this company payout, yes, might not be too attractive, but on the strength of the number we're seeing, to have insight what's expected from this bank in their full year. If as at the end of the third quarter, we're already seeing 1 naira 16 kobo from FPNB, that means at the end of the year, they're expecting no less than 1 naira 50 kobo or 165 kobo from there. And the company will not still keeping us 20 kobo. On that note, if they will follow the trend in that industry, how other banks have also continued to grow their payout, and also we expect that this last quarter of the year, being that we are seeing another adjustment from 15.5 to another 16.5, that will tell you that this banking sector will also benefit from this rate hike. And being that this last quarter of the year is towards the most active quarter, we expect all this also to play out, going into the new year. This also have a way of investment. And this company, this bank or group or holding, they are not sleeping. They are around all around, all the financial, market activities, capital market, bond and all those stuff. I believe that this also have a way of impacting the bottom line of FCMB. Finally, look at the profit margin for FCMB. This is a great improvement despite the high cost of operation. It's from 9.23% to 11.45% for 2022. For me, it's a good one forward for FCMB. That means for investor, looking at where to take advantage of low price, then below 3 naira 50 kobo. It's a good one. Any per share of 1 naira 60 kobo for me, it's a good one for FCMB. Then also, if you look at the result that came from Nigeria and as I said, it's a Q2 number ended in October. I'll tell you this number are not encouraging at all. We are seeing a decline on the top line and also having a loss after tax of about 12.75 million. The top line also was down, from 339.85 million to 139.6 million for the top line. You can see that it's a decline. And also that also reflected on the bottom line, was having a loss after tax of a what of 12 point from 90 negative 97.62 million. This also lead to a negative EPS. Always no loss per share. And you know that when you're having loss per share, there's no what you can forecast here unless they start coming back again. And if you look at that, that will work. That's why the price can remain stable or flat as it is now in that stock. That means investors have also to watch very well and when taking position in this kind of stock on this situation is very, very important. Don't just invest for investing sake. You must have information before you jump into any position. Yes, because of our time, we quickly jump into our live market to see what is happening in the market now. That is what is important for us now as to speak. If you look at the market now, market is doing 47,338.41. Market is up by 15.44%. That is, market is up by 0.04 as we speak now, which is also good that the market is looking green. But I told you that this green is light. But if you look at the market breadth as we speak, this tells you that market is really looking, expect to look up. We're having 7 gainers against just 1 loser in the market as we speak. As we speak now, we're having 1 loser now to speak. We're having Sterling Bank losing around 0.7% down. Is down. Okay, R2B school journey that is 2 now, 2 versus 7. We're seeing 7 gainers against 2. Then if you look at the gainer start, Academic Press is topping the chart with 1 naira 39 kobo, gaining 9.4% up, followed by ABC Transport, up by 8 point something percent. Japan, Jahiz Bank, sorry, Jahiz Bank is also up. Asi Transcorp and Access Bank. These are the stocks that are in the green now. We have seven gainers against two losers. A positive market breadth. Then if you look at the stock that has a sense of volume that are looking up, you can see that mutual benefits is leading with the 2.08%, 8 million shares. You can see that Sovereign Trust Insurance is up in volume by 1.6 million shares, followed by the same Jahiz Bank up by 1.6 also million shares traded. FCMB trading at 336 Kobo 1.5 9 million shares, followed by Transport trading at 1 naira 19 Kobo. These are the top trade in terms of volume activities now, in terms of volume for this stock. And relatively, we are seeing a low volume. Market is doing about 10.9 million volume at this hour. You can see that market is still waiting, being the last trading day of the month. But I tell you, from what we are seeing at this hour, before the market close, we can see a thorough rebound if some of the high cap stocks, highly priced stocks also move. Life of Dangote Cement, that of Nestle is selling below 1,000, and also Airtel or MTN. These are or Boa Cement. These are the things that are likely to move the market up if they gain. But we know that corporate action for Dangote Cement are likely, and also as market position for unlimited account for the month of January, we expect activities to continue in the month of December, as we are crossing over to December, because Santa Claus rally is also ahead for this market. But before we go into looking at individual stocks, we want to look at what the market is doing now. I see exactly what we can get from the market in terms of direction. Already, market is in a light lane, as I said. But we want to look at the following stock so that we know what to do. Jaiz Bank performance, want to see can it be sustained? Look at Jaiz Bank to speak. Jaiz Bank, look at Jaiz Bank, look at the Access Corp, look at Transcorp, then Sterling Bank that is also on the losing chart. Want to look at them, and GT Code. Want to look at them. These are the stocks we'll be looking at. These are the ones that look at if time permits us. But we want to look at the market first. It's very, very important. The market, as to speak, after forming a double top, which we discussed yesterday, and I told you, what it implies, and you can see that market headed to that pattern. That when you see a double top, it's the time that market is likely to reverse, either down or continue its trend if there's a kind of a new push out at that point. But now, when the market formed a double top, can see it here and there. What we see was the pullback. But this hour, the market is in a light green here. You can see it here. If market pullback, that will give more strength to the upside potential if information and sentiment also becomes stronger going to the new month, the last month of the year, December. These are the things we'll also be looking at this hour. But as we speak, market is still on a to draw the bearish channel we are seeing for a breakout of this bearish channel, the top trend line as we have always discussed here, that will not give us another trend entirely for the market. That will give us another trend for the market. You can see it here. Then you can also equally take it here. This is just to guide us to know what we are doing. After looking at the fundamental, you need to understand what is technical doing, what are the points. Yes, the resistance has been at this point, but once coming around 47,500, 47,500, once able to cross it up and break out this upper channel line that is there, it's a trend line, but this is a down trend line. Then once you break it out, you can now say a new trend has come, and that trend will also be powerful. To take what our market has gained and add it, but this already a copper handle was in here, the cup here, and see the handle. Once again, you must see uptrend exactly. This formation is a very powerful formation technical analysis. Like I said, there is potential for the market, but everybody understand it, know what it is. And this also not only on the daily chart, also on the weekly chart, we are seeing this formation. For me, it's a good thing for the market. We need to almost keep our finger crossed and see where the market is going from here. Yes, let's call out our indicators. They are very, very important here. Let's call the key line. Don't joke with it in this class. Look at our tree line and money flow. So look at the money flow here, and also look at the momentum. let's go to our stochastic. First stochastic, not yes, take stochastic here. Yes, and take also our C line. Yes. If you look at the T line now, you can see that market is here above the T line. There's those that are saying that market is pulling back, try to form a, at the end of the day, we know what's trying to do here. That is a trend or a reverse. And let's add what the money flow is telling us at this point that, this week, pull back here, money flow that has touched almost 83 is coming down now to be the 78. Yesterday it closed at almost 83, but something for now, at 78, still strong. But if you come and look at the oscillators and look at the momentum here, market is still very, very strong at this point. That means market can continue in movement from now in up direction. It tells you that if you are in the market, in some stock, going to panic, but market is generally. But if you are, your target, with your target net of profit, out there, nothing stop you from taking profit as you speak now, because the market is still looking up. We are seeing activities also increasing now. By the end of the month, we need also going to have a way of playing out in the market. We are seeing the price of Union Bank bouncing back again to 6 naira 55 kobo as we speak now. We are seeing a volume of interest in what is Zenith Bank increasing as reviewed by trading volume now about 2.99 billion. You can see market is still, as I said, all the stocks, look at them, they are also maintaining a strong momentum, even a little pullback for profit taking. That is that if you are profit, take profit, but if you want to buy, target this pullback also to take position of your position immediately. Yes, look at the 1 hour chart for this stock before we continue. Let's look at 1 hour chart for the index. Look at 1 hour chart for the index. Yes, now it's trading flat, but it's flat now on the green here, on the top of the T line. And money flow is looking up, also remain strong, on a good momentum that not cross down around 78 as we speak again. This is a good one for the market. Yes, let's look at the individual stocks that were mentioned to look at. Start with the Jais Bank. Let's start with Jais Bank. Start with let's start with Jais Bank. We're seeing stock looking up. Look at the 1 hour chart for Jais Bank and see that the last 1 hour, the we're seeing a bullish engulfing now chart here or candlestick here. You can see the red now, so this is a good sign. And momentum, you can see like it's coming up very well, but look at money flow is still relatively low on the 1 hour chart, but you can see momentum climbing up, improving stronger momentum, and we'll see for the first, the last 1 hour have been positive. And if you look at the daily chart, that the stock is now trading flat on the T line, coming up from here. I can tell you that the way you see that the price action is far from the T line, you're expecting that what the reversal is already at the near door or closer. You can see the long bearish bar. What you saw the next day was reversal. Then you can also see it now. You can see that it's still maintaining what you saw yesterday. Once it crosses, that's a good bar. But money flow is still low, below 10, around 8 or something. And you can see that now showing a sign of we're seeing a momentum coming back at oversold region, which is good for me. I feel that this stock has potential to go. We have to look at once you cross the T line, like to jump into the stock. But the number, the fundamental of the bar is also looking good. For me, you can see this is a double button here, and here you can see here at this point and at this point they are coming up. These are the things you also master when we are looking at technical analysis. It's a good one for his bank. Let's look at straight now to Access Bank or Access Corp. Let's look at Access Corp. Where is it going from here? It's very important to know what I doing in this position in this bank. This is time for you to accumulate. If you look at the a day chart now, you can see that yes, it has moving as high as 850 today. We're doing around 840 now. You can see that the money flow is looking down. While we're seeing a sharp return in terms of we're seeing an uptrend from the momentum indicator. That's why you have to look at the stochastic. For me, it's a good one. The strength is coming back. then you want to watch and see where the market will go from here. This is what on a day chart. If you look at 1 hour chart of the stock, the 1 hour chart, you can see that the last 2 hours green, and now we're seeing a red position. That's right. It touched 50 and doing the what 54 now, 84 now, 850 to 84. And also see that money flow is also very low, around 20, 21, and also we're seeing a mixed technicals both day and the 1 hour chart. I'm going to keep our finger crossed for access call. Then the next one, I want to look at what is happening in transport. It's also very important to look at what is happening in transport. I always say that those in transport, put your position and watch. We are seeing a good move in this company. You can see, when it comes below T line before it comes up, you can see where it has remained. It comes up. When it comes below this state where two more days up, you can see it here. All the trend has speak now, it has crossed, on the 1 hour chart trading above the T line now. You can see yesterday there's one, this one I saw this one. You can see little gap of this one on the 1 hour chart where it is now. For me, it's a good one. And also, we're seeing that the stock, the money flow is just trying to come up after we're seeing it down on the 1 hour chart. But let's quickly look at the day chart for the stock. For me, there is this trend in transport. You can see that it's trading below the T line. You can see where it is now. And relatively, momentum is very strong. And money flow is high around 90. This is stock that you keep your eyes. If you are this stock, put your position. There's this trend, very, very strong trend. Like I tell you, when you see the stock that had this kind of trend, don't jump out there. After jumping and start going up, you'll be complaining. This is why you need to also know how to use your technical analysis to know when to your position. Like I said, buy and go has become like a old strategy. No, but now you can upgrade down and go if you have information. And these are what we're going to share in the coming master class. Sorry, Invest 2023. It's a very important meeting that I will encourage every one of us in the class not to miss, because that every speaker or are going to present what that are going to impact your finance in 2023. They said how we're going to take advantage of the financial market and the economic research is very, very key. This is time to build your weight in this new changing economy and what financial market. We are seeing things unfolding, but it is how prepared you are so that you won't just be watching, but rather your investment will turn around and your finance are looking up. Once you're able to know how to take advantage of low prices, even when you are thinking long or you are thinking short, and this will help you to improve your bottom line and know when to exit. Not be greedy and know when to take profit at any position you are in. It's very, very important. Yes, let's look at Sterling Bank and GTB before call it a day. We started a bit late. Like 10 minutes after 12. Let's take time and look at the GT code and Sterling Bank before we call it a day. GT code, you can see that the stock is still like trending now. On a day chart, it's still above the T line, you can see it here. And the momentum in that stock is very, very strong. Money flow, despite it's looking down, reading around the 60, it's still above 50. For me, it's a good one. Let's keep our finger and watch this stock with the expectation. Usually, those that are thinking for dividend, show your position as we are seeing that the momentum is still high. That will sustain the price where it is now. It's very, very important that you put your position and watch. On a daily chart, you can see that it's also flat on the T line, not up, not down. So you can see that it's flat there. That's why it's red we're seeing here for the last 2 hours. But money flow is still looking up here around 37, and also showing sign of the upside is there. You can see where the momentum is now. Try to gather momentum up. That is a good one for the stock. Sterling Bank, even yesterday, let me see if I can get Sterling Bank today. Sterling Bank PSC, you can get Sterling Bank Nigeria here. So yesterday I tried to get it, but I didn't get the symbol right. Yes, on this note, say thank you for today. We look forward before let's look at Zenith Bank for today. Let's see, because Zenith Bank is also already leading in volume as we speak now. Let's look at what stock is doing in volume, what will be technical in terms of charts. On the 1 hour chart, I'll tell you that it's not too friendly. You can see that yes, flat on the T line, but you can see that it's passing a Zenith Bank. Let's look at flat connecting line trade, not below it. Money flow 75, 78, and the momentum is still strong. That's why I said let's keep our finger on the banking stock. And you know that we're entering the last quarter, the last month of the year, or especially the last quarter. All these adjustments in rate, these banks are likely to give us a better number. And any pullback in this price of this bank will create opportunity for us to take advantage of their low price for high dividend yield and position ahead. On this note, I say thank you and enjoy your trading day. Yes, for those that are still paying, thank you for taking action. One thing is after payment, after the class, the action I think that you must act. If you, the stock they are showing, they are recommending all what to see is what you have. You cannot go and sleep with confidence that you are in that stock, expect to make money in the new year. Because you are not those stock, that's where you need to sell some position, and that's why you take the action to benefit from the class. I say thank you. I will expect more. And as I said earlier, today will be the last class for this week in terms of your live class. Then after the training or after the summit on Saturday, we'll be meeting on Monday on our live class before we communicate when we are closing for the year. But I believe we still run our business the 10th of December before we go into work. Kind of we know how to schedule it. We communicate to you, my team, the people right here wants to communicate to you what we'll be doing as from 10th of December. But I believe that those that are preparing for the Investdata today, just keep your finger crossed. All you need to be reviewed that day, and you will be smiling home from the class, and your portfolio will not remain the same again. Because my presentation, yes, I might not be talking miles about talk to the 10 golden stock, and I believe that already we're looking at them, and others are going to discuss, and further that 10 golden stock want to show you one or two things, or for you to see yes, that is why we expect these stocks and also where they are, what to expect to be their price. We'll see them, we'll discuss them. As we're charting this stock, we're going to open other chart again for all those stocks to see what is their momentum, where are they going from, as we're entering them, where is their price,